What's up and welcome to another episode of It's Tip Top Fishing. My name is Keaton Ditchfield and today we have Wesley again from Carpe Diem, which is fantastic. Last time he was here we talked all about the Camo 360 bait boat. It is a fantastic bait boat and you've got to see that video because it is awesome and the Camo 360 is
awesome.
Thank you very much. So today we are talking about a different bait boat, and this bait boat, if I'm right, is not from here.
Nope, it's import.
An import, as in a foreigner that has come in to enter our waters and see if it's good enough. Is it good enough?
It's actually proved itself very well.
Has it?
Yeah, it has, yeah.
Okay, what boat is this?
This is the Specimen Pro bait boat, okay. Obviously renamed by Carpe Diem.
Okay.
It's an awesome boat as well. It's a catamaran. Comes in various colors, blue, carbon. Actually, it's all hydro dipped, so you possibly could make it any color you would like. It's got two hoppers.
Okay.
Both stainless steel, electronic, so they will both go down and then come back up when you're finished, dropping your bait. So obviously in autopilot, you don't want a bucket dragging in the water. You want it out of the water so it doesn't affect your steerability of the boat. So that will then obviously you can lift that and then autopilot the boat back. Like I said, it's got an all-in-one system, so you're literally holding one remote for everything. You've got your fish finder, your GPS, autopilot, all in the one system.
Sure.
And the nice thing is we've incorporated that system into our Camo as well, and in fact into any boat. So I've got that facility as well for customers.
So if you've got a boat already, you don't really particularly want another one, but you'd like to have GPS and a fish finder, they can just order that system and you can install it.
Correct.
So your Ferrari boat, which I want to call it.
That's a good name, yeah.
Specimen Pro. Your lights, do you have to turn on the lights when you are there? Do you have to turn it on at the bank or can you turn it on the remote?
So everything's on the handheld.
Okay.
So you can put the sonar on, the lights on, everything from the remote itself. Everything's all in one, you're holding one item in your hands. So we've got the Specimen Pro in the water here. We're going to save home, so we're going to just hold in the home button. There we go, saved. We're going to drive out to a point of interest. So we've got 5 meters, 6 meter drop off, 7. So we're going to save that point out there. We're going to say save a point. Point number 1, okay. So now we say come home, you just push the button, there we go, brings the boat home. You can still use the fish finder in autopilot. Out again. Okay, home arrived. We want to go to our point of interest. I'm going to say point. Point number 1, go. Turns the boat around. Off she goes. We're almost there. We've basically arrived. And once again, bring it home. Yeah, and that's the automated system, or point arrived. The nice thing about this as well, like we said earlier, is if signal is lost or if the boat cuts, if the remote dies or you drop it in the water, your boat's going to come back to your home point, provided that you did save a home point. So very important to save home before you use the system. Great. Yeah, so with the mono hull versus the cat hull, there's obviously trade-offs between the two. Being a catamaran, it can only go as fast as it's pushing water, obviously, because it's got 2 hulls sitting underneath the water. So it is very stable in the water. It does not get affected by wind as much as something that's obviously sitting above the water, on top of the water. Most
of your mono hull boats, the prop is quite exposed. It's because it's got to stick out. But with a catamaran hull, the props, there's usually 2 that sit at the back of each hull. And then that's got a guard on it, am I right?
Yeah, it's totally protected. So the chances of you picking up weed in your line is minimal.
Which is a big help, especially when you, one guy, one hand, you can't really have 10 hands doing things at the same time. And a lot of the times, if your boat just moves forward and it sucks your line in and then cuts your rig off that you took just an hour to set up, it's a pain in the butt. But this boat, there's covers for it, so that will almost never happen. And then you said it's proven itself in our waters. Now our waters, for the guys in Europe and abroad, our waters can be quite hectic sometimes. Like we do have all weathers in all seasons in one day. Our weather can be quite hectic, and so our equipment has to be able to handle that. Some foreign equipment can't handle the South African weather, and so they've had to be sent back. This one's proven itself. So can you put it out in, say, like a storm and stuff like that?
I think any boat, in its, you're obviously going to see what the storm is, obviously.
You got to look after your stuff to a degree, yes.
So I've had customers report that they've put it in heavy winds and it actually performed very, very well.
And the waterproof, can it have some stuff over the bow?
Yeah. So basically, you can submerge the boat entirely briefly. It is totally watertight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then if it takes a wave over the bow, if another boat is driven past it, as in like a speedboat, creates a lot of wake, it goes underwater, pops up, carries on.
No problem whatsoever.
Returns your asset. Okay, that's quite cool. Okay, so this boat is pretty cool looking. It can handle hard weather and stuff like that. What's the carrying capacity of the hoppers?
6 kgs in total, so three aside, yeah.
We've got ducks killing each other. So 6 kilos.
6 kilos, yeah, 3 kgs aside.
That's a lot of bait.
That's
for one drop.
That's a heck of a lot of bait. So yeah, you're probably never going to fill it up, but it can handle that kind of load.
And then in terms of your dropping of your hoppers, can you drop them individually?
You can drop one and then steer off to the next spot and then drop the next one.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. I wouldn't suggest you dropping 2 lines at once, because you've got one line bowing and then another one straight. But if you want to top up your swim and you haven't got a bite, or you want to send out your boat because it's got the GPS thing, you can send out your boat while you're busy handling your fish that you've just caught. Send out your boat, you can drop off bait to keep the fish in the swim. It comes back, and then by that time your rig's ready, and you can get that catch rate up. That's quite cool.
That is, yeah, and the boat also has a lot of accessories that one can order. So we've got solar panels for it.
Solar panels?
We've got a solar panel. We've got a spreader like the camo.
Okay.
Fits on top. We've got rear buckets that you can clip on as well. So it's possibilities are endless with it.
Okay, so if you want to get one of these awesome boats, whether it's this one or the 360, or want to get one of your cool accessories for an existing boat, or want to get boats fixed, which you do as well, where do I go? What do I do? Who do I get hold of?
Yeah, so once again, quite easy. It's on our online store. You can go to www.carpediemonline.co.za, or my telephone number is 082 337 6354, and I'm sure it's somewhere in the comments below as well. And yeah, you were touching on the services side of things as well. So once again, the Specimen Pro is brought in by us. We do all the repairs, all the warranty work on it. There's no having to phone someone that's overseas.
Okay.
We look after the entire product.
Okay, so thank you for watching this episode. Thank you, Wes. I really appreciate you coming on and sharing your knowledge and sharing these fantastic boats with us. Make sure to check out his website. What is it?
It's www.carpediemonline.co.za,
which is in the description. So thanks so much to the patrons for supporting Tip Top Fishing. And that's it for this episode. Till next time.
Cheers.
Tight lines, guys.